Welcome back to your live continuing NAB 2016 coverage on BeTerrific, presented by Data Video. I'm Michael Artsis. You're the Terrifics at BeTerrific TV on all social media. And additionally, you can also watch us on hugvr.com/BeTerrificTV for the full virtual reality experience. You can actually be on set with us. Check it out. It's really awesome. We're also on Facebook, YouTube, and just about everywhere else you can find a streaming connection, you'll find us. It's all for you. You're the Terrifics. If you want to join our Slack chat, connect to BeTerrific.com, and you can also send us feedback to that email address. We love it. Keep the positive feedback coming. We've got a very special guest joining me from InfoComm, Jason McGraw. Jason is a good friend, and BeTerrific is doing a lot with InfoComm. We've done a lot in the past, and we're doing a lot this year. I'm really excited about that. Let's talk about NAB first and then make it like a grand announcement.
Sure.
Since we haven't told the viewers yet, we've only told people who are here, basically, who we know. So what have you thought of NAB 2016?
Oh, fantastic show. I was just talking to Chris Brown, their executive vice president, yesterday after the show opening, and he said the numbers are really fantastic, and it certainly looks that way walking around the show floor. There's a lot of new products, new technology solutions here at NAB. It's I try to come every year. It's an exciting, place to be for the industry, and we certainly have some intersections together between the InfoComm commercial AV space and the broadcast content creation space here at NAB.
And additionally, you guys co-locate a show in New York at CCW, is that?
That's right. So last year was our first year of working together with our InfoComm Connections regional event with the NAB New York show. And we'll be continuing that again this year, November 9 and 10 at the Javits Center.
Excellent. Well, I look forward to at least coming to that, if not having BeTerrific participate in some way. Excuse me. VR is big here this year, and it seems like live streaming is huge. 4K has now turned into possibly 8K. Is there anything that's jumped out at you where you said, oh, that's spectacular?
Well, I think you've touched on all that. I think the VR, augmented reality, the personalization of video, for a variety of different applications. I think that's what's really interesting to us in the InfoComm space is, we represent the commercial marketplace. So you look at, corporate settings, higher education, house of worship, healthcare, government, military, etc. So looking at how these different types of technologies can be deployed in those settings to create new ways of communicating, entertaining, and creating exceptional experiences. That's what we're really keyed on at InfoComm, and I think you see a lot of the similar technologies coming to play right here at NAB as well.
InfoComm, I always describe it as if CES is the consumer electronics show and NAB is the broadcast show, that InfoComm is the corporate technology / electronics show. It's where the IT guys and the corporate world, including education and religious, go to find out about the latest technologies. And it's not just about finding out about it, it's about education of workflows and processes as well.
Right, that's a big component of our show, as it is here at NAB. You're talking about not only seeing the latest products and engaging the manufacturers on the exhibit floor, but also very robust education and content program off the show floor. We have show floor stages and activities. I know we'll talk about that in a second. And it's about networking with your peers and learning, the latest applications. So I think most attendees come to the show with an idea of how can these new technologies help me do my job better, solve the challenges that we have, help my company do a better job at whatever the mission is, and also the professional development side for the individual. Learning about the latest technologies, how-tos, and coming away from the show with just a deeper knowledge and foundation to build from.
I love that. I think it's really important, and I've been down to the facility in near DC in Virginia, and you guys do such a great job. You also have the CTS certification, which is something that is a really important thing for people to have if they're in the business. Can you talk about that and then how you would train for that and then take the certification?
Sure. Well, there's 3 levels of CTS, Certified Technology Specialist. It's a ANSI ISO accredited certification program. There's a generalist, which is the basic level, and then there's 2 advanced levels, which include installation and design. So there are prep courses and a handbook that you can take and get to get the fundamentals. It's pretty involved, and then you also have to go to a testing center to take the test, so it validates your knowledge. And there's seasoned pros that think they can just walk in and take the test, and some can, but I think many get the benefit of having the refresher and the deep dive into that content, and then preparing for the test and taking the test. And it's really great, because what we're focused on at InfoComm is trying to get raising the bar in terms of quality in the industry. And so, if you personally or your company has certification, that says to your client, your customers, that you have a basic foundation of the knowledge that you need to best do your job.
It's something I'd like to do, actually, and I've actually been terrified of it. So hopefully I'll find a way to do it, and then find the time to study for it and be able to do it, and then I can share my experience with the wonderful viewers and the people. So it's really about education, and last year we did the digital signage stage and the digital signage pavilion, which was wonderful, and we kind of looked at each other afterwards and said, okay, this was good, what could we do better? And we came up with something that I think is spectacular, and the excitement in talking to people about it has been wonderful. So we're going to have a content creation, live streaming, and VR pavilion at InfoComm 2016, June 8th, 9th, and 10th here in Las Vegas, and I couldn't be more excited about it. It's our pavilion. And we've already got data video and live view signed up. They couldn't wait to get involved. And I'm just so thrilled about this pavilion. The idea is that people will walk in and have 2 stages in front of them. And maybe this isn't so set in stone as far as the layout yet, but you're going to have 2 stages in front of you. Stage 1 will have our show like this for 3 hours a day, interviewing people from all over InfoComm. And stage 2 will have workshops, seminars, and workflows for 3 hours a day. Behind the stages will be a control room, and instead of having it compact like we normally do, we'll spread it out so that the people who are sitting in the audience watching stage 1 when we're doing this kind of live show can get up, and will be invited to get up, walk around the back, and actually get their hands on each technology, talk with a spokesperson from the company, the technology they're using at the time, and maybe even further go to a booth or kiosk to find out more about the rest of the products that company has. But they'll literally be able to switch the show or turn the lights on and off and use the audio board and get a feel of what it's like, and we'll have a behind-the-scenes camera showing off what is happening there. When people are giving seminars or workshops, the audience will be invited to sit and watch, and not encouraged to go behind the scenes. And we'll have a more compact control room to run that stage, to show off how small it can all fit together and how well it can be integrated. And I just think it's so exciting to do that, and to really, in my mind, just keep pushing the envelope forward, but stay true to what InfoComm is about.
Right, and I think that's you're spot on, Michael. We're excited about working together this year. We talked a moment ago, thinking about the audience at InfoComm. They're very much involved in their institutional needs. So, video production and VR. I mean, these new technologies are impacting the way that people communicate, and so we really want to talk about and share with the attendees how they can learn how to do it and understand it better, but then also how they can take that away and say, I can deploy this in my church, or I can deploy this in my classroom, or I can do this in my corporate environment. And
it's because a lot of those people, I think the interest level is because a lot of those people don't come to NAB. They're not sent here by their organizations, but they're being charged with now taking over the role of video and having to do video and having to do VR and all these new technologies. So I think it's great. I'm so excited to be able to educate and teach them so they can go back and say, I need this equipment, and this is how I need to use it, and this is why I need this equipment and use it this way. So I'm excited. Yeah,
it's definitely, and for our channel, the Pro AV system integrator, design consultant, and distributors out there, and we have attendees from 110 different countries coming to InfoComm as well. It's also about learning about the business opportunity. So somebody may not be involved in selling or installing and servicing content creation hardware, software solutions, but also understanding about it so that they can work with their technology manager buyers to share with them how they can best use that in their place of business. So it works on both hands. It's educating the end user customer in their institutional need, and is also for the channel as well.
Thank you for seeing the vision and for giving us the opportunity to put it together and working with us to do it, to partnering with us. I love it.
Yes, it's fantastic, and we're looking forward to an exciting show coming up in June.
Absolutely. People can find out more on infocom.org, or I never remember.
Infocom.org is our association main site. You can go there, but infocomshow.org is our main show website. It's recently been refreshed for this year. We already have 10,000 plus people registered for the show. We're expecting over 40,000 visitors this year. So if you get a chance, please visit the website for the latest details.
It's a really great show, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's one of my favorites, if not my favorite show every year. You guys always take such good care of us. Welcome for the first time to the actual BeTerrific set and stage, because when we do it at InfoComm, we do a much bigger thing.
Sure.
But this is what we cart around normally. So welcome. This is your first time.
Yeah, it's fabulous, and they do it right. For those of you watching remotely, it's pretty exciting what they've got going on here in a compact space.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's great to see you.
Thanks,
it's
Michael.
Good to have you on.
Alrighty.
Jason McGraw, it's InfoComm. You got to check it out, infocom.org, infocomshow.org. We'll be back with a whole lot more right after this. Stay with us.